Welcome to Ads on Air. I'm Ali Zarich, Global Product Lead for Shopping and Local Inventory Ads. Now, more than ever, your customers search online to find the products they need nearby in store. At Google, we're all about data. Let's dive into some of the latest trends around in-store shopping. First, searches for available near me have grown globally by over 100% since last year. Secondly, searches for who has plus in stock have grown by 8,000% year over year. That's searches like who has air fryers in stock and who has hand sanitizer in stock. And lastly, searches for in stock have grown globally by over 700% year over year. These search trends show how important it is for customers to be able to find products they need locally. We're here today to talk about how you can keep up with these shopping trends and connect customers to your local inventory. In this session, we'll cover how to promote your local inventory using Google Store pickup options, including Pickup Today, Pickup Later, and Curbside Pickup, how to highlight your promotions with local promotions beta, and how to measure and optimize for total sales, whether they happen online or in your store. Now, let's get started. I want to welcome Matt, the Associate Product Manager for Local Inventory Ads. Matt and I partner closely to steer the future of local inventory ads, and I love talking to him about how we're building for the future needs of omnichannel retailers. Thanks for being here to chat with me, Matt.
Thanks for having me.
Matt, I just shared some of the latest consumer trends around local search. What else comes to mind in terms of what people want right now?
I think about how consumers are looking for that seamless experience. For example, searches for click and collect have grown 600% globally year over year. Searches for curbside pickup have grown 10x since COVID began. And even after COVID, this is very likely to persist. In a recent survey, we found 61% of US consumers think buying online and picking up in store or curbside will be a beneficial way for them to shop, even when there are no restrictions. When you look at the data, it's clear that there's a tremendous opportunity here.
Those are really powerful numbers. Let's talk about how Google solutions can help businesses connect with these consumers. Can you give a quick overview of local inventory ads?
Local inventory ads are designed to promote your nearby store inventory, as well as highlight your differentiated fulfillment options. Users can choose to view and purchase products online, visit the store to purchase, or leverage one of Google's pickup solutions. Pickup Today helps you advertise products available for immediate store pickup. Pickup Later helps you promote products available within a few days. You can also add a curbside pickup badge to highlight items that are ready and waiting to be brought right out to consumers' car.
I personally love the option to buy online and pick up in store. It's been so helpful for me during COVID-19, and now it's my go-to way to shop. Let's talk about each of these pickup options in a bit more detail. What are the key benefits of these solutions for retailers?
The benefits are super straightforward. Promote omnichannel fulfillment options, drive both online conversions and store visits, and drives website traffic from the pickup annotation. If you're thinking about the customer, a pickup is great for efficiency-minded people, and it also offers that chance to deepen that relationship. We find that 85% of customers make additional purchases when they arrive at the store to pick up their online purchase.
That makes a lot of sense. A pickup can be so much more than a single transaction. Now that we've highlighted each of our solutions, let's dive into each, starting with Pickup Today. Can you share a bit more details about the solution and how it can be a powerful local tool?
Pickup Today is really about availability and immediacy. You can promote your inventory and the convenience of store pickup on the same day. Who doesn't love getting something in hand without waiting for that pesky shipping period? It's more practical than just wanting something now, as powerful as that can be. You get to bring shoppers into your stores, and they get to avoid the cost of shipping. In fact, 47% of shoppers use store pickup to counter shipping fees.
This is such a great way to reach omnichannel shoppers. Can you share how that differs from Pickup Later?
Pickup Later is another way to display your fulfillment options, and it's easier to execute. You can advertise things that will be at your store, but aren't there yet, while telling customers how long it will take to be there. Think about out-of-stock items or those that are tricky to stock. Maybe the inventory is light, or it's not something that's typically sold in stores. You can indicate that it will be ready by a certain date, which can be very appealing to customers who want to pick something up themselves. For marketers, it's a win-win. You improve profitability and save on shipping costs to customers' homes. You can also set a price for store pickup that's different from the store price. all while delivering that improved customer experience. Pickup Later drives strong performance, a plus 17% increase in ad click-through rate from what we've seen, and conversion rates are on par with standard local inventory ads, which shows that some people are okay with being a little bit patient.
What I like about Pickup Later is that it's available to all omnichannel retailers, regardless if they're only live on shopping ads or if they're live on both shopping ads and local inventory ads. You can enable the badge in your local inventory feed if you're an LAA advertiser, or with your product feed if you're live on shopping ads. We have a link over on the resources page about how to implement via either method. And for those items that can be picked up curbside, we have a special badge. It's an open beta, and retailers can add it alongside Pickup Today or Pickup Later formats. Matt, what are the requirements to get involved in that beta?
There are a few simple things marketers will need to do. First, you'll enable local inventory ads. Next, you'll enable store pickup on those local inventory ads. Next, you'll specify your curbside pickup on your website. There are a couple ways to enable that, either on the product details page during checkout or on a dedicated policy page. If you meet those criteria, you can contact your Google rep to hop on board.
Based on what we've seen, this is definitely something worth investing in. We found that ads with Pickup Today in them increased ad CTR by 2%. And more importantly, they increased omnichannel conversion rate by 13% when compared with non-store pickup local inventory ads. Then, on top of that, we found that by layering on your curbside badge, we saw further performance lifts, with ad CTR increasing an additional 1% and omnichannel CVR growing another 2%. We're so excited to see these uplift metrics and how meaningful these products have been for omnichannel retailers and shoppers alike. Now that we've covered the latest and greatest for advertisers to highlight their local fulfillment options, let's talk about some other ways that you can connect with your local shoppers. Matt, I love local promotions, something that's currently in beta. Do you mind talking about them and your advice about how to set those up as well?
Those are a great way to stand out with your deals on specific products. And a great product deal can be a powerful way to get that customer into your store. Users will see local promotions as annotations on individual offers. Advertisers running on merchant-hosted local storefront and Google-hosted local storefront are eligible to run local promotions. Initially, product-level promotions will appear on local inventory ads and the Google-hosted local storefront when applicable. We have plans to extend to additional services in the near future as well.
Starting with a product deal is great advice. Definitely something to include in a robust local strategy. Now that we have a good understanding of some of our more advanced features for local inventory ads, let's talk about bidding. What's your best advice about how to bid with local inventory ads?
For me, bidding starts with good measurement. So my advice is to use store visits to include all sales in reporting and KPIs. It's critical that you incorporate offline metrics into KPIs for your digital budget to get a better reflection of total ad spend across channels. Focusing on online conversions only doesn't paint the whole picture of the impact you drive as a digital team. Use store visits combined with online conversions to measure and optimize towards success across channels.
That's right. Omnichannel means that there's all sorts of values to calculate. But don't worry, we have a pretty straightforward formula we'd like to follow with that. Could you go over that for us?
Start by getting your in-store conversion rate. So if 100 customers visit your store, how many make a purchase? They get your in-store average order value. How much is each of the customers spending when they make the purchase? Then you just multiply those two together. So for this example, if 25% of your customers make a purchase, and the average customer spends $400, each store visit is worth $100.
These are all numbers that marketers should be able to get from their internal data. Once you've decided upon your values, you can input them into Google Ads. Matt, could you walk us through how to do that?
In Google Ads, click the three-dot icon in the upper right corner of your account. Navigate to Conversions, which is under Measurement, and click on Store Visits. Click on Edit Settings, and add a conversion value under Value. Finally, click Save. We recommend 1 week as the conversion window. This enables responsive smart bidding performance and a quicker timeline to evaluate results. However, if your company has done studies on this, you can pick a different window, of course.
Let's talk about the next step then. Once they're measuring the right values, we recommend using smart bidding. Can you help our audience understand why this is so important?
Smart bidding with store visits allows you to be agile, flexible, and empower your program with machine learning. It automatically adapts to fluctuations in online and offline conversions for each auction. As store traffic shifts, bidding dynamically adjusts to favor signals most predictive of a conversion.
We could talk smart bidding all day, and trust me, there are some days when I do. Luckily, we hosted an Ads on Air event about smart bidding in late 2020. Check out the link on the resources page if you'd like more info. We've covered a lot of advice here. To prove that this stuff actually works, could you tell me about one of your favorite case studies? Who's really gotten this balance right?
German retailer Chichibo wanted a solution to reach customers whether they prefer to buy online or in store. They implemented Pick Up Today for local inventory ads to promote products that are available for immediate store pickup nearby. As a result, local inventory ads drove a 12% increase in click-through rate and drove 70% more store visits year over year.
That's a great example of how local inventory ads can drive substantial in-store growth. Thanks for sharing that. Before we wrap up, what should marketers take away from our chat today?
Now, more than ever, your customers search online to find the products they need nearby and are looking for options in terms of how to buy. Take advantage of our omnichannel formats to reach them. Pick up today to promote your inventory that's in stock now. Pick up later for products that aren't currently in store but can be within a few days. Curbside pickup for what's available without even needing to come inside your stores. Use local promotions to stand out with product-specific deals, and measure all that value omnichannel marketing delivers and bid to that value with smart bidding.
Thanks for that recap, Matt, and thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Head to the resources page for links around what we talked about today. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Happy omnichannel marketing!